Another reality is that their plan is to digitize it, put it on your phone, and have remote access. And that is testimony from ANVA, that organization that represents the DMVs. That's testimony to Congress in December of 2023. That's their plan. And then the Real ID rule requires a biometric. So they're moving toward biometric control, digital biometric control. What they're building is a facial recognition system through the Real ID Act. Digital biometrics starting with the face, but then it could be fingers, as it is already in Colorado and Oklahoma. So here is what Robert Mockney, the head of the Department of Homeland Security in 2007, said. He said, "We're starting the process of biometrifying a good proportion of the world population." Now, this should strike you as very interesting. Robert speaks as a we. We're starting the process for the world population. So you can see this is much bigger than the United States. And who is one of the clear proponents of this? IDEMIA. IDEMIA, you might never heard of IDEMIA, but if you've ever flown, you've gone by that word IDEMIA time after time after time, because IDEMIA runs the TSA checkpoints. And the next time that you fly, look for the equipment that's around the TSA agents, and you will see IDEMIA written all over it. Well, IDEMIA has a $46 million TSA contract, and they are working to make sure that they have biometrics and they are digitized. Here's their goal: augmented authentication. Augmented authentication. They want you to be your ID, digitized biometrics. But I was just listening to Andrew Bridgen, the former member of the House of Commons in the Parliament, and he got really passionate when he said this statement: digital ID is the cornerstone of Agenda 2030. And for those of you who know what Agenda 2030 is, it comes out of the UN, and they're talking about, having peace and prosperity and equity and everything across the entire globe. So this is a global agenda, and the digital ID is the cornerstone of it because it implements control. So what could this digital biometric controlled Real ID become? It could become a vaccine passport, a unique patient ID for medical records, a global digital ID, and it could be part of a social credit system or a carbon credit system if it is attached to your financial records and connected to your bank. So people who already have a phone that they use to pay and have a digital ID on should be thinking about where this could lead.